So grab a big spoon and put it on loop. Serve freshly to you. It's Ben and Ham soup. So freshly to you. It's Ben and Ham soup.
Ep 2.
Hello.
Are we calling it Ep 2 or are we just going to call them episodes from now on? Like
I think that
the
ep
next-
means episode.
What I mean is not do we decide between calling them episode or ep. Do we even bother saying episode number? I think it's just this week's ep. Okay.
Same thing again. I think episode's good.
Okay. Either way, we're sitting down. We just had a little bit of lunch. Just had a couple of sausos pre.
The backup, the official Ben and Ham soup backup meal.
It's slowly becoming the Ben and Ham soup primary meal. No, I think it's when we don't want to do a lot of effort. And let me say, I should say not a lot of effort. This is pretty much no effort because you're just taking them out of a box, whacking them in the oven, but we get vegetarian sausos.
Plant-based, yeah. I'm not vegetarian, but they're actually pretty good.
I feel like you would classify potentially as a flexitarian if you wanted to. So self-describe yourself as such. We've got some exciting news from you coming up. We've got revisiting the fun fact of the day from last week and a new fun fact this week. And maybe just
Fun level to be confirmed.
fun. Well, mine's
Mine's
fun.
good. Mine's good.
Yours is good too. The heat's on. Let's get stuck into it. So, what's been going on this week, Hame?
Is that a general question or is that a leading question?
General question for you.
Well, I launched a video game.
You launched a video game. Really? Is that?
Is that what you're asking me?
I wasn't expecting that. I completely forgot that you launched a video game. You launched one of these hentai games, didn't you?
Yeah. I modeled for myself.
Modeled for yourself?
Yes.
By yourself?
By myself, for myself. Trace the photos, and then at the other end, hentai game.
I must say that's not what you've done. You've released an actually very good popular game. The idea of someone making their own hentai game, tracing their own genitalia, seems a bit ostentatious, a bit aggrandizing. I mean, you must be
Could
pretty
be
happy.
groundbreaking. Never been done before, my knowledge.
They've made those fleshlights out of the molds of famous porn stars.
Is that true?
Oh, come on, mate! Don't
Don't
for a second
imply
tell
that I
me you're
know
not-
about that.
Don't for a second tell me you're not familiar with that. You said you've got the whole lot.
I don't want
You
to
keep
talk
them up
about
on your
this in
shelf
the
and-
same sentence as the game that I worked on.
You
I
said
could
you were
get
thinking of
fired.
doing a YouTube review series where you go and review all the famous porn star pussies. I'll tell you what, that's a good idea. Ben and Ham soup. Maybe
Maybe Ben soup.
we could,
Solo soup.
that's a blind taste test. Imagine you could say you have to be blindfolded and you have to guess whose pussy it is. What do you think? You go, oh, this is definitely. I'm trying to think of a porn star. This is definitely.
This went so far off the rails very quickly.
Sorry, I think the other thing that I have to apologise for is it's hijacked a very exciting and massive announcement, a massive thing for yourself.
Can we play the thing and then start again?
What are you talking about?
Play the jingle?
No,
Start
we can't do that. This is how we go out. We go out live. We do it. We don't wear makeup and we don't re-record. Now tell me, maybe elaborate. You can tell me more about this pussy stuff later, mate. But for right now,
Off air, yeah.
tell me about the game.
Well, it's called the Plucky Squire. Came out 17th of September, 18th in Australia.
Very good reviews. I must say I did.
Yeah.
I feigned ignorance of this release, but turns out I am familiar. I've followed the release. Hugely positive reviews.
Yeah.
Very big on Steam. It was in the top sellers on Steam. I don't know how it's performing console wise.
I don't know. I don't know if we will know, but yeah, Steam seems pretty good. Reception is very positive.
Now your role, you were Level
the
designer.
Level designer, yes.
I've heard all the reviews are praising the artwork, the sound, and just generally everything other than the level design at the moment. Can you confirm or deny that?
I can not confirm that one way or the other.
I would deny
I've seen
it if
at
I
least
were
one
you.
person that said the levels are cool.
Oh man, I think the levels will be amazing, and we're going to play it. We're going to play it. I'm only yanking your chain.
Yeah, thank you.
It's been very, very popular, and I think I've seen it streamed on Twitch so far. We're going to do the dev plays on Twitch.
Yeah, I think that would be a fun thing to do. Give you a little behind the scenes insight. But yeah, since it's come out, we've been fixing some bugs, finding some bugs. That is one thing. That game comes out, you can only test it so much before. And so now that thousands of people playing it, since it's come out, I've been like watching a lot of people streaming the game, which is super cool. And it's really fascinating, you know, because we'll like have worked years on this, designed a bunch of stuff, levels and gameplay mechanics and everything, and then to see which parts land for people is very interesting. And obviously, like some people like some things, other people like other things. Some things don't work for some people, and just like good or bad feedback, it's like fascinating to see all that unfold. So,
is it what you expected?
Mostly, there's a few things that I think like I was surprised that some people like didn't get on with, but now it's like, I guess it makes sense. You know, it's just like, yeah, no game is for everybody. You know, there's some games that were like very well received that I didn't get on with. It's not really a fault of the game. It's just like my tastes. So yeah, it's just interesting to see that as well.
Fantastic. Everyone get out there, check out the Plucky Squire. May as well give it a plug. Unfortunately, you're not getting any commission on that, are you?
No.
You should be.
No.
I reckon hit him up.
No, my reward is just seeing people enjoy it.
I'll tell you what your reward isn't just seeing people. Ben and Am Soup, sponsors. We're still waiting on Qantas. We're still waiting on Nintendo. Haim, congratulations. Huge
Thanks.
milestone.
Thank you.
Well done. Another feather in that very feathered cap.
Thank you. Very apt, because he wears a feather in his cap.
You plucky Squire, you.
Hey, so camping. Remember how we went camping that time?
I remember how you said you go camping. You go camping at the start of the year, and then you said you go camping on a public holiday. And then when the public holiday came around, you said not that public holiday. And then when the next public holiday came around, you said, I mean after I finished the game.
Yep.
And that's where you sat, and you said you'll come camping finally after the game is released in warm weather, which is now whether the game's released and the warm weather's coming.
We don't have the warm weather yet.
But it is coming. So it's
true. It's coming.
Yep. And you don't want it too hot either, because so it's almost the picking is ripe.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't say quite ripe. Not my favorite.
It's ripening.
It's not my favorite fruit to begin with.
No.
So you say all that, but last time I went, I had not the worst experience of my life. Certainly
Not the worst experience.
top 3 worst sleeps of my life, that's for sure. But I won't go into it, but I didn't like it.
Yeah, that's because you brought the wrong gear for a start. You complained the whole time about how cold you were.
Yeah, fair enough. Out in the fucking woods, freezing my ass off. Meanwhile, you're sweating your ass off.
I was literally. It was so funny because you had a sleeping bag that you could spit through. It was that thing, right? And it was freezing. We were in the middle of winter. It was legitimately freezing cold. And what was funny to me is I remember lying there in the tent. Your teeth are chattering, right? Your teeth are chattering.
I put on all my clothes.
Comically chattering.
In the sleeping bag.
You're in the sleeping bag. You've got shoes, socks. Not shoes. You've got tracksuit pants, socks.
I stink of campfire smoke.
Top, jumper, hoodie, beanie, right? And you're sitting. So remember, Hay was lying there with the sleeping bag wrapped around him, and I'm so cold.
The mattress was like a straw mattress or something. I could feel every bump.
I think it's generous to call it a mattress.
Yeah, true. It was like a doona cover, but without the doona inside, something like that. And then I had this inflatable pillow that kept deflating over the night. So that was flat. But
it was just inflatable. It wasn't inflatable.
Yes.
It was just inflatable. So Haim's sitting there.
Pretty horrible.
And he asked me, I remember when you asked me if you could have my Kathmandu puffer jacket to drape over your sleeping bag.
Mm.
And I said, not a problem. So
Thanks, mate.
I get into my, well, this is just the sort of guy I am. I get into my sleeping bag. I've also got on, because I presumed it was going to be warm, like it was a cold night. I wanted to be warm. So I had on my tracksuit pants, shirt, and top. I literally had to keep taking layers off because I was sweating like ridiculously so. I was boiling.
It should have worked out. Your layers should have gone to me to make us both comfortable.
It was just going. I'm sitting there sweating whilst you're getting frostbite,
which annoyed me more, of course.
Yeah.
Anyway, like you say, though, I think I agreed to doing it again, but I wasn't ready.
I think you agreed. You did agree. Let's not throw in conditions.
Like I say, I think I did say after the game, because that was pretty stressful finishing that off, a little difficult. I actually bring this up without having thought that the game is now finished, and that means maybe time is coming. But the reason I do bring it up is because I realize the end of the year is nearly on us, and I still don't feel like going.
Well, no, this is what gets me. This is what really, it actually gets me. and we joke and we laugh, but it really gets me. It was you said you had a good time. The hike was good. We went for a hike. The drive was good. The hike was good.
I had a good time in as much in
even the
in the same way that you can have a good time while being traumatized.
The setting up the tent was good. The fire was good. The cooking was good.
Yep.
We watched some TV. Somehow we watched TV. We played a little bit of Coup.
Yes, we didn't bring Coup, so we played it in our mind with the honor system.
For anyone that's familiar with the card game Coup, brilliant 2 to 6 player game. And so I think that the main issue you had was that you didn't have a good sleep, and that's easily rectifiable because all you need
easily rectifiable by spending a bit of cash,
or just taking your own pillow and a doona.
Yeah. My problem with that is I'm bringing my comfortable, nice inside stuff to the outdoors.
Yeah, but you're not sleeping outdoors. You're sleeping inside a tent, which is outdoors.
Yeah, but they're a little dirty though, aren't they?
No, they're not.
Your one's still got your sweat dripping on the floor.
What are you talking about?
From when you were sweating last time.
Oh,
you haven't used it since then.
That's in my sleeping bag. Do you not sweat in your bed at night in summer? You just wash your doona cover.
Yeah.
No.
I don't want to go.
Well, it's too bad because you're going. We're going again. We're going to do a big long hike. Sure, Shoko would be interested in going on a hike. She'd love to see some of the outdoors, surely.
True. I think let's do...
Start one night.
As we said, we'll do a day trip hike first, and then that's like the warming up to it. Yeah,
but it's not conditioned. Yeah, but you're still doing the camp. You've already committed to doing another camp to give it a try with a better sleeping arrangement. However that happens. If you borrow better gear, if you buy some gear, if you take your own, I mean, obviously you take your own pillow. I slept like a log. I had a great night's sleep because I took my own pillow.
I don't think you told me to do that though.
Well, I didn't hold your hand on everything, mate.
No, and now that's the predicament we're in. Maybe you could hold my hand. Maybe that would keep me warm.
I don't think I want to go camping anymore.
Hey, so it's like birthday season for me.
This time of the year, every year.
Yeah. I mean, it was my birthday a little while ago, start of the month.
And the podcast wishes you a very happy birthday.
Thank you. But I was wondering.
I would like to thank you for not finding time in your busy schedule to go out for dinner yet.
For not finding time?
Yes.
Well, that's my question. Because I was thinking about your birthday, which is not now, but in the future.
Uh-huh.
And, you've got a girlfriend, you get your girlfriend a present. Fine.
Yeah.
In fact, great idea. Lovely idea. Very, very thoughtful of you. But I was thinking for us, what are your thoughts on no birthday presents? Like, do we care that much? I find it way more stressful to think of a good present for you than I get enjoyment from receiving a present.
Well, traditionally, we've never done presents for one another.
Yeah.
So I think we already have a baseline answer to that
Nothing.
where we don't feel the obligation to do it. I mean,
But part of that was me living overseas for 10 years or whatever.
true. And I think we just picked up where we left off.
That's exactly. I have to roll with it because it's working. Don't fix what ain't broke.
I'm very happy. If you want to change that, and we can go back to doing presents, we can start with my birthday. I'm very happy for it to be beginning at the start of next year. From next year onwards,
See how it goes.
we're doing presents. No, I mean, I think I originally said the plan was I thought we were going to go out for dinner. I would take you out for dinner for your birthday.
Yeah. But I wasn't sure if you meant like, we'll just go out for dinner.
Oh, is that why you didn't find time? Because you thought you might have to pay for your own meal?
I was also finishing a game. Sorry, what did you say? I ignored you for a second. I think I felt a dig.
That wasn't a dig. I just said, is that why you didn't find time to go out for dinner for your birthday? Because you didn't want to, you were concerned that I may have been offering a Dutch date dinner.
Oh. I wasn't concerned.
Okay.
Well, unless you count, that's always a concern.
No. I've sold some plasma. I'm hoping to sell my blood. I've got 3 trips down the sperm bank booked in.
Same day?
No. Need a little bit of time to recover. I might need to go for that dinner in between 1 and 2 to reload. No, I think we can. I think we should go out for dinner anyway, regardless of. Look, if you pay the whole meal.
Hang on a minute.
Whatever the setup is, I think we should go for dinner. A nice dinner. Take some pics and put them up at
Ham soup,
Ben & Soup.
Which doesn't exist, I don't think.
No, now we've got Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. We got them all. We don't use them all, but they're definitely
got them.
They're definitely going up on the Insta and the Facebook.
Okay.
We can take some photos. AI decides.
The way you swiveled around like that was so fucking funny.
Thank you.
That's
I
a
try
joke
my
for me. That's just something for me to enjoy.
I try my best. I like to
It
keep.
was very smooth.
Thank you. It's not all for the listeners, mate. Some of it's just for you.
Cheers.
AI decides. So, Haim,
Was that the name of the segment? I'll just repeat that a bit.
it is.
loudly.
AI decides.
Yes.
Now, we did this last week, and like fun fact of the day, there was a victor last week.
Mhm.
And to the victor go the spoils, and I'm getting quite spoiled.
Okay.
Now, everyone's probably been out and about by now using Do You Like Dragons? And they've probably been doing very well for themselves. Unfortunately, you and I don't have that luxury of being able to use these curated pickup lines anymore. But
What a shame.
it's a crying shame. It's a crying shame. It really is. It's a tragedy for all the women out there, but for every other soup listener, men and women, this week, 2 new pickup lines. ChatGPT, good old ChatGPT, always treat ChatGPT well. ChatGPT is going to decide. I've got the prompt ready. I'm just waiting for the lines to enter in. This week, I think you go first.
We're not scissors, paper, rocking?
We'll scissors, paper, rock. Let's go.
Hang on, let me just prepare this time.
This one I don't mind if I lose, so I'm not too fussed.
Okay.
I've won again. I knew you go rock. I just knew you go rock. Oh, Haim.
That's annoying because I don't know what I'll go.
Poor
most of the
predictable Haim. It's like when we play Coup. You somehow manage to get by on like 4% of brain power. Like you say you don't think about it.
Yeah,
And that frustrates me.
Yeah.
Haim, read and I will type.
Okay. Here's this week's pickup line for me. Girl, you made of water? Because I need you 8 times in a day to live.
Girl, you made of water? Am I the accent you put on that was good. Because I need you
That's just how I talk when I'm
8
using pickup
times a
lines.
day to live.
Which is why I've never heard it before because I never use pickup lines.
Okay, I like it. Okay. Girl, you made of water because I need you 8 times a day to live. I don't know why I put an exclamation. Oh, no. Well, it's are you made of water?
Are you?
Are you made of water? No, you definitely said, girl, you made of water?
There was a question mark there.
Yeah.
But you type are.
I think
Type
ChatGPT. I think ChatGPT can work out what you mean.
I'm not. That's the thing. I'm not certain it can.
Girl, are you made of water? Because I need you 8 times a day to live. Okay. I think I like that. That's got a bit of sass. It's got a bit of boldness. I'm predicting what I think ChatGPT will say.
Not disrespectful either, I think.
Neither of us have ever said anything disrespectful with our pickup lines thus far. I like it. I like it a lot. I think the humor may just get you over the line. I'm concerned
Okay.
with how good that pickup line is.
We'll have to see.
But 8 times a day, who drinks water 8 times a day?
Me?
Okay. All right. Well, of course you do. It's your pickup line. My one, okay, well, we're opening this to ChatGPT to decide. Mine is, your hand looks heavy. Can I hold it for you?
Fuck, that's good too. That's much better than your last week's one.
Well, and last week I won.
I'm just saying.
Okay. I think this is one that I could legitimately actually say in person. And
as opposed to last week.
And not be embarrassed.
Yeah.
But I think this is, if you say it with the right attitude, bit of confidence, bit of humor, bit of a wry smile, I think it could be well received. Let's see what ChatGPT has to say about this. So I asked for an initial review like last time, and then we're going to go in depth with a little bit more of a rating. Between the two, the first one is more creative, using a clever twist on the need for water. I'm not sure if it's that clever, ChatGPT, which makes it unique and memorable. The second one is classic and sweet, but it's more of a safe choice. For originality, the Made of Water line wins this round.
Hell yeah.
The second one has a nice, gentle charm.
Agreed.
Now, here's the more detailed breakdown. I think I want to just make a clarification to ChatGPT. Don't read. I'm going to say.
Hang on. I looked away. I looked over there. I can see the scores are up. I think Ben has seen that mine has won, and he's saying, "Hang on a minute. Let's just tweak what we're asking here."
That's exactly what I'm going to do. But I think fairly, because I think last time I made 2 separate prompts to make a judgment, right? This time I made it as one. So it's inherently going to have your point last week.
I see what you're saying.
Your point was a very apt point last week, which is sometimes ChatGPT is going to change its mind. If you ask it to give a rating and a summation at the end,
yes,
they're always going to be linked.
Yes.
So I want to go.
Just say, hey, can you rate those again? Read what you're typing.
I wrote, can you rate this again separately? Because you might want to change your mind about the outcome.
Fucking delete that shit. You can't lead the witness like that.
ChatGPT's not it's not lead. It's not a human.
It's literally lead.
That is true. I just want to make sure that it's not linking the two. I'm
I think that's a dirty trick.
You're going to win anyway. And so I think this is going to make it defined, and we'll use this every week. This is there will be continuity. There will be continuity and consistency. I don't want to win on a technicality. So Here we go. All right, let's break them down. The creativity has not changed. That none of the scores have changed, except the overall has changed. Actually, that's really interesting. So, girl, you made of water. I need you 8 times a day. Creativity 8. I question that. I think the creativity should be a 7. Boldness.
It's not Ben decides.
Again, another fair point. You're making a lot of good points. Creativity. I don't. You got to be. I'm giving you where it's due. I will give you credit. Creativity 8 out of 10. Boldness 6 out of 10. Charm 5 out of 10. Humor 7 out of 10. I think that's debatable as well. I would give that a 6.5. Overall 6.5.
I think I would rate charm higher.
Charm.
I think it is charming.
Girl, you made of water because I need you 8 times a day to live. It's just abstract. I don't think I need you 8 times a day. What does that even mean?
Yeah, maybe 5's fair.
Overall 6 out of 5. Summary, this line stands out for being different, leaning into a science-related metaphor.
6.5 out of 10, I think you meant to say.
What did I say?
6 out of 5. I'll take it.
No. 6.5 out of 10 is fair. It's creative and fun, but it might be a little too niche or offbeat to work universally. Not everyone would connect with it instantly, but it has a quirky appeal. This is the breakdown with ChatGPT because everyone would get it, and I don't think most people would like it. So I disagree that it's too niche. It's not like this is some scientific dihydrogen monoxide or whatever the H2O joke. It's pretty straightforward. So your hand looks heavy. Can I hold it for you? Creativity 5 out of 10. Disagree. Strong disagree. I think that's too harsh.
Creativity 5
5 out of 10. I think that's unfair. I think that's very unfair.
I think it's fair. It's about fair.
Boldness 4 out of 10. Charm 8 out of 10. And I 100% agree with that.
Okay, yeah.
A lot of charm.
Yeah.
It's dripping. The charm is oozing. Humor 3 out of 10. Overall 6 out of 10. This is more classic, sweet line. It's not super original, but it works well for its simplicity and charming nature. It might not make anyone laugh out loud, but it's safe and likely to get a smile. After rating them separately again, I still think the Made of Water line wins for creativity and humor. The second line is charming, but it doesn't pack as much punch, so the initial decision holds.
Thank you, ChatGPT.
I'm just asking it just to check again.
What were the scores originally? Were they the same scores? Just overall is fine.
No, originally it was 7 out of 10 to 6 out of 10.
Right. Okay.
Yours dropped
and then
half
you
a
did
point
it
to
again.
6.5. You've got 6.5. Okay, it's gone for 6.
6.5.
6.5 to 6 again.
Same scores. Locked in. Hamish's episode 2's winner.
Well,
dude, accept it.
No,
Just
no.
accept it.
Of course I accept it. I would never not accept it. I think.
But I'll just ask one more time.
I did just ask it just to clarify that they're not both 6.5 out of 10. I said just make sure, and it's put. I see what you're getting at. They're pretty close. Let me reconsider.
You did not write that. He's written. Are you sure it's not 6.5 each?
And what does ChatGPT say? Can you read that out for the listeners? Hang on. Stop. I'll move it across so you can read without. Here. Can you read this?
It's too far away. You got to zoom in. Who controls zoom?
1 second.
Okay, so Ben wrote, "Are you sure it's not 6.5 each? Seriously?" That's what he wrote. After he lost 3 times, this is the 4th time. I see what you're getting at. See, this Ben knows how to manipulate ChatGPT very well. They are pretty close in terms of overall quality. So let me reconsider. Based on the final analysis, they're both 6.5 out of 10. You're right. They're both about 6.5 out of 10, just in different ways. They appeal to different vibes, but they're neck and neck. No clear victor this time. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. I reject that, and I'm offended that you would even try such a weaselly little tactic.
Look. Let me just clarify something. I just wanted to see if I could get ChatGPT to agree.
Good. That's fun.
I 100%. Even because I lost, I get to now put on the table. I wouldn't accept it even if you did. You won this.
That's good of you. Thank you.
No, I'm being serious because I convinced it, but it doesn't count. You won.
Okay, but next week, thank you. Next week, we'll definitely do the first question and then ask the next question separately, and that's how we'll do it. I think that's the formula.
Okay. I will. Even the prompt may be definitely take a little time to reconsider. I don't know how that affects ChatGPT. I want you to do a real deep dive and a real reconsideration of all the points.
No, we won't do that.
Okay. Well, not if I win. Well played. Well done. Congratulations.
Thank you. Hey, how about a deep fried check-in?
Yes, a deep fried check-in.
You remember this?
I remember our gentlemanly agreement where we both made a fun little pact to do our best as
we shook hands
as best friends,
yep,
best buds, to treat each other with kindness, respect, and honesty, and to do our best. I remember.
Okay. I don't know why I feel. You sound a little guilty.
I sound a little threatened. I feel a little.
I was just asking if you've had any yet.
I feel a little cornered.
You made through the week, all right?
Well, we can. I tell you what.
Yep.
I'll answer that question after the inevitable ambush that I feel is being thrust upon.
No.
Mm.
There's a couple of things that we should talk about. One was, and your sense is correct. After the last time we were sitting down watching a movie, and then you had an already opened, half-finished packet of kettle chili chips, which is your favorite snack.
Mhm.
And you sat down, you looked at me, and you just shrug.
That's actually not entirely true.
No?
No. May I offer a little bit of clarification that I think I'll let you agree or disagree on?
Yep.
I sat down and I immediately said, "Would you like some of these?" And offered you an already,
yep.
as you said,
yes, I'm fair.
half-eaten, fully opened bag of kettle chili chips. And you looked at me and said, "No," and then smiled and said, "These are deep fried." And you will admit that there was honest shock.
Yeah, true.
And surprise.
You're like, wait, I didn't sign up to this.
Because I didn't presume that we were excluding kettle chili chips.
Yep. That's actually what I want to talk about. What does fit the definition
what constitutes deep fried food.
Yeah.
And so it's funny that you mentioned that. I agree at the time. And I said at the time, what are we going to do? And you said, well, it's up to you, which is a terrible thing to say because you were playing the guilt trip on me.
No. You sensed the guilt trip. I was not guilt tripping.
Well,
I was just not partaking in the chip.
Yeah, but you can say that now, but you.
I said it at the time.
Yes, but your face, your tone.
But your guilt was imposing those things onto me.
Well, I don't think I was guilty. I think,
and because you were you were eating them, and you're like, you want one? I'm like, no, and you're like, have one. And you're like, I'm like, no, I don't want one.
I wanted you to have one because
have one.
Yes, I wanted you to have one precisely because I knew you would come here and you would thrash me for this, and it's not my fault. So,
it's not your fault. You thought you could convince me to have one.
I did my best with what I had available to try and.
Well, here's the thing.
Absolve myself.
We should agree what we can and can't have. I
Well,
think.
hang on. I've got another admission to make.
Okay.
Before we go any further.
Okay. So I've ambushed you, but now you have a.
I'm ambushing myself.
Yes.
So I did go to Samurai
Okay.
for dinner. I was hankering for something specific from Samurai, and it didn't even.
Fried chicken. No, it's probably not that.
Now, it didn't even cross my mind. Now, here's the funny thing. So I went for dinner with Jazz. We went to Samurai. So Jazz was like, "What do you feel for?" I said, "There's something I absolutely need to eat."
I haven't had anything deep fried for a day.
It's embarrassing how short a time span it must have been. No, it would have been days. It was probably
Literally days.
And I hadn't had it. And the thing is, I think
This is why the agreement was a good agreement.
I think it's bad, but not terrible. I'll leave it open to you to judge me. I put myself on the altar to be sacrificed to you, O Lord. Please,
deep fried knife.
Please, I do pray that you find it within yourself to grant me some
leeway.
No, I was thinking leeway, but leeway is not the word. Not absolution.
Why can't we remember any words today? That's normal for me, but normally you don't do that.
I think it's because I'm powered on deep fried food, and I'm struggling.
Yeah.
I'm struggling. Yeah, no,
Get some chips in our stat.
So what happened is I was hankering for some.
Yes, we know about the hankering. You're at Samurai's.
No, I'm trying. I'm trying to put some character background here so I get some empathy from listeners at home. I was hankering for some potato koroke.
Okay, yep.
Potato croquette.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I would argue these could be shallow fried, and we said no deep fried foods. Anyway, so we get there.
The gray zone.
I said I need some potato croquettes. Literally, we sit down. Jazz orders me 2 servings of potato croquettes.
Okay, no.
Because you have to punch it into the little machine. That's how you order it, Samurai. They come, obviously, I get the Kewpie mayonnaise because they're so much better. Eat one dish.
One dish, 2 potato croquettes.
2 potato croquettes.
Nice. Did you share them?
Shared a little bit. Jazz wanted her own food.
Share the potato croquettes.
Jazz isn't allowed to eat when we're out.
Okay.
If that were true, I think I would be a dead man. Jazz is a fantastic eater. I'm going to stop talking because I'm not sure.
That's wrong confession.
I just don't know how she manages to stay so incredibly fit, and she eats
food.
I'm trying to make this a compliment.
I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. But
she eats well, and she's got a 10 out of 10. Okay, I'm stopping talking. I'm stopping
back
talking.
to the croquettes.
Okay.
So now we know there's
I'm so panicked. I didn't mean any of this.
Potato croquettes on the table.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm flustered.
Is that when you realised they were deep fried?
No, so Jazz turns to me and she goes, I thought you weren't eating deep fried foods.
Yeah.
And I said, why didn't you tell me this before we came here? This is the sole reason that we came to Samurai, so I could get my potato croquettes. She's like, well, what else do you want? We will get sashimi and we'll get some sushi and we'll get maybe a bento box. I said, I don't know. You order. She said, well, surely you know what you want. I said, I only came here for these croquettes. I can't believe you pointed out to me that I feel terrible. I feel so guilty that I've had some problems. And since then, I've been dying to ask you the question.
Mm.
Now, they are Japanese, and we know all Japanese food is healthier than any other food, right? I'm just rightly or wrongly, I'm just saying it as though it's a fact. Do potato croquettes, are they allowed? And to your point, you wanted to have this discussion.
I will say I think they're most likely deep fried, but I think we allow ourselves a bit of leeway.
Oh.
I think the reason why I thought we should do this is because we do tend to, indulge a little bit too often in a few deep fried foods. Like hot chips is probably the big one. It's so easy to just get a bowl of chips.
I literally went up the store the other day. I got some a grilled fish.
Nice.
No chips.
Beautiful.
Not even a potato.
Salad.
No, not
Potato croquette.
A potato cake.
Okay.
Or as they call them in other parts of Australia, maybe other parts of the world, what are they? Potato scallops?
That rings a bell.
I think in Queensland they call them potato scallops.
Okay.
Didn't even have one of those, mate.
Nice.
Didn't go near to. Didn't even get, and I really wanted deep fried flathead fillets.
Mm.
I love deep fried flathead fillets, and you dip them with a little what's that sauce? Tartare sauce.
Yeah.
My
so
God.
I think this is the whole point of making this agreement is not to completely avoid everything fun in our lives, but to have that be a conscious thing when we're out ordering food.
Uh-huh.
So you don't go, oh fuck yeah, give me like 2 large chips and whatever, and we'll smash them, and then afterwards you feel like shit. So that does happen to us fairly often.
So you've got Shoko's birthday is coming up within the next week. Okay. If you guys went out for a meal and she ordered some fries, she said, "This is what I want. It's my birthday. I just want some wasabi dusted French fries, say, with a little bit of an aioli on the side, a beautiful little side dish."
Mm.
And
I definitely wouldn't deny her.
But if she said, Hamish, my dear, my darling, thank you. This is such a wonderful night. I want you to try one of these fries. Would you?
I would.
Okay.
I will be truthful and I would. But let me tell you, I have my own confession to make.
I don't know why I felt so guilty. I take it all back. I don't feel guilty at all. I've done nothing wrong.
No, we both done something wrong. The other day I went out for tacos. And got a pork taco, got a fish taco.
Deep fried fish in the taco.
No, way worse than that. The fish taco.
Not the whole taco was deep fried.
The entire taco was assembled and then deep fried.
You're not serious.
I got a photo here for you.
I don't believe it.
There you go. Look at that.
Hang on, I'm coming close. This is going up on. We've got to put this up on the socials. Which taco? Not the
deep fried one.
The one with so the ones with pineapple, they're not deep fried.
Correct. That's a regular.
The one on the left. They've taken the entire. I was joking when I said this, by the way. They've taken the entire taco. And deep fried it.
Yep. Look how good that looks. You can swipe, I think, one more, and there's a close up.
To be honest, it kind of looks half disgusting. But I'm not a taco fan at the best of times. I did make tacos the other night. They were all right. That is, it just, no. Was it as good as you think it looks?
It was delicious, but the other one was more delicious with pineapple. And we actually agreed if the fish one had a bit of pineapple in there, a bit of like some kind of vegetable would be.
Even if it was deep fried? The thing about the sweetness of fresh pineapple, and I think pineapple is an underutilized fruit in savory meals
for sure.
because the sweetness and the juiciness and the acidity, everything that comes through with the pineapple, it's just an incredible with really heavy fats.
Yeah, I really don't like when people say pineapple shouldn't go on pizza because it's an amazing addition.
But before we don't want to get too hung up on this because I absolutely agree. I think it's what an absurd thing to say that pineapple shouldn't go on pizza when pizza there's literally like an infinite amount of pizza combinations.
Totally.
You can make
food evolves
pizza
over time. Like everything's valid if it tastes good.
But it's not like people are saying should every pizza include pineapple. It's like you're not harming anyone by someone else putting pineapple on their pizza.
For sure. Yeah.
So
but okay, so then also at that meal.
Hang on, you've done a double whammy.
This one, you tell me if this counts though.
Oh, I tell you what, the smugness on your face when we first sat down and those kettle chili chips came out, you were emanating this just level of condescension and
I actually forgot about this part. I've got another question as well, so we got to keep this moving. Sorry.
Hit me.
So we were sitting there. We were trying to be, fairly quick and again a little bit healthy. Didn't necessarily realize that these were deep fried.
How do you not?
I saw a picture and it could have been.
Spit it. I saw a picture. Yeah.
Anyway, so we got the tacos and that's all. Okay, and I got a beer, small beer, not deep fried.
Deep fried beer.
The guy, and that's all we had. The guy next to us, guy sitting by himself, he got 4 tacos to himself and a big bowl of chips and a some kind of drink. He eats his meal, gets up, pays, leaves, and he also leaves his almost completely full bowl of chips on the table next to us.
Oh, Hamey, boy. Oh, no. Oh, this is a concern. The question is, so I know what you're going to ask me. You're going to ask me, is it okay to not be civil? Is it okay to reject the norms of society and become a barbarous, monstrous animal and eat someone's left?
Well, actually, what I was going to ask you is it okay to live a life with as little food waste as possible? And if you see a horrendous example of waste, just 30 centimeters to the left, is it, are you a good enough person to do something about that? That's my question to you.
My honest answer is I wish I was. I honestly think it should be okay to eat someone else's left. I think
I'm leading the charge.
Okay, seriously, 100%. I think it would depend on my opinion of what the person looked like. Like, I think if they generally looked like a disheveled mess of a person. He
had, I would say, Aragorn style hair.
Was he coughing a lot?
No.
Because I think that would have immediately ruled it out for you.
Yes.
And the thing is, people, you go out, if there's an attractive person there that people kiss people. They literally get their saliva in their mouth, people they've never met before. So I think just to provide some coverage for you, I think in your defense is all I'm saying. It's not as disgusting as what the societal norms make it out to be.
True.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. Anyway, so I reached over and grabbed the whole bowl and put it on our table.
Did you really?
Yeah.
You and I went out for lunch in the city with Jazz a couple of, maybe 2 months ago. And there was a kid, I say kid, a young adult with his family. He didn't finish eating tiramisu.
True. Yeah.
We talked about that. Now, obviously, that goes too far because it's tiramisu, right? I think there's
can't eat around easily the bits that he's eaten.
But we wanted to initially pull their
my instinct was
soda water off
that's
their
a
table.
waste of fantastic tiramisu over there
And soda water and their bubbly water.
Yeah,
I think the bubbly water's fine.
Yeah,
tiramisu too far.
Well,
the chip sits somewhere.
I would have been happy to do it, but it was very far away.
Well, you're incriminating yourself now because if you're willing to eat someone's half-eaten tiramisu, you're probably willing to eat anything.
No, the context is different because this was within arm's reach.
Okay,
I could scout it out, make sure no one's watching.
Were they still warm?
They were still warm, yeah.
So he ordered too much, of course.
Yes,
he ordered 4 tacos.
And this is a big bowl of chips. So even if we took the top layer off and threw it away, there's still enough for both of us. There's a lot of chips.
This is where I stand. I think it's as simple as this. if I was sitting with you, fuck, I'd want you to grab that bowl of chips. I'd eat them. I just wouldn't grab them.
Okay. That's what I was there for.
Good on you, mate.
Pumped and ready.
The FFOTD, the fun fact of the day. We're back again. We never lie to our listeners. Episode 1 took a while, only to get up and running. We had to get our socials up, all the things in the background. We didn't put the poll up. It didn't go out to the audience. But I think everyone at home, I think we can tell that the first one was pretty clear cut. We don't need a poll for episode 1. We're agreeing
to disagree.
No. You even said in episode 1 that you were conceding defeat.
In the episode or after the fact?
In the episode, and I think after the fact, if you're a man with a conscience, I think you would say I won. Let's just say 1-0.
Look, I would agree with that, but the way you said it makes me feel like I want to disagree with you.
Okay, that's fair. I should have had a little bit more humility, but sometimes that's difficult because it was such an easy win. Is what I'm saying.
I agree. I do agree.
Okay, so
first one to Ben.
1-0. Fun fact of the day 2. You're back for revenge. I think this time I'm expecting bigger and better things. Okay. You set the bar very low for yourself.
Yes.
I think I'm going to jump over my own bar.
Okay.
I think you might roll over yours. Let's find out. Okay. Shall we? Scissors, paper, rock.
Yes, as is tradition. Okay.
All right. Scissors, paper. I've won again.
Fuck, did the same thing. I didn't plan again.
I got to say, we did 2 scissors, paper, rocks in episode 1. I won the first, which was as to be expected. I lost the second, which shocked me. Shocked me to my core. I feel like I've regained my rightful crown.
Okay.
Hamish, please.
Oh, yeah. All right. So here's my fun fact of the day. Pope Gregory IX, the 178th Pope, issued a papal bull, which I don't know what that is, but it seems important, declaring that cats bore Satan's spirit, which led to a huge number of cats being killed in Europe. The mass extermination of cats is considered an indirect cause of the bubonic plague because it was vastly spread by fleas on rats, and those rats would have been hunted and killed by the cats that he ordered to be exterminated. What do you think about that?
I think it's very good. I think it's much better than I was expecting.
Okay. Nice.
I think, no, joking aside, I think it's nice that it's got a little bit of history in there. I'm not sure whether it's true or not because often...
I looked this one up.
Really?
After I read it, I looked it up.
Just to ensure its accuracy.
It was in a very official looking website article. Do you want a bonus fact?
I would love a bonus fact.
Beyond that poor decision...
Hang on, can I just say, this bonus fact, does this bonus fact count towards...
No.
Okay.
This is just a fun fact.
You're just throwing this out.
Beyond that poor decision, Gregory, or Greg, as you may know him, was characterized as being quick to anger and having a harsh personality. So that's just an insight into his...
And this was a guy that decreed that all cats were to be...
They bore Satan's spirit.
Bore Satan's spirit.
Kill him.
Well, he made a bit of a mistake there, didn't he?
He did.
I like it. I think a little bit of history wrapped up with and it's interesting, wrapped up with something that we all have at least some tangential knowledge of the bubonic plague. Like we've at least heard of it.
I guess it would be like today if COVID was spread and someone ordered the extermination of all vaccinated people.
Well, I thought it was a cause. No, I thought the killing of the cats caused the bubonic plague. They did this in response to the bubonic plague. They made it even worse.
No, that didn't. No, maybe mine's just an analogy. It's not a perfect analogy.
I think, lucky the fun fact of the day isn't the analogy, mate, because that's a terrible analogy.
I stumbled at the end.
You've stumbled at the finish line.
Yeah, let's go back a minute.
Yeah,
you're saying how good it was.
I take that back. No. I think the fact sans the additional fun facts about Greg being a bit of a prick and the terrible analogy is really good. I think that is. I think that's really funny.
Yeah. I
like your fun fact. Here's mine.
Okay.
All right.
Hit me.
Did you know sloths? I said that sounded weird. Did you know sloths can hold their breath longer than dolphins?
Hmm.
They suppress their already slow metabolism.
Sorry, is this are we into like, was that the fact? And now you're
That
in,
was the
you're in
fact.
your own side fact?
No, this is just me explaining the fact.
Okay.
Believe it or not, sometimes there's an explanation to a fact. Okay. So the fact is that sloths can hold their breath longer than dolphins.
Yeah.
The reason why I think that's a fun fact, it speaks for itself. I think most people would be incredibly surprised.
Hmm.
Maybe even an eyebrow potentially raised.
Just one, yeah.
Yeah, well, 2 eyebrows raised means you don't believe it. It's crazy. 1 eyebrow means you've piqued an interest.
Okay.
And I think, thank you for saying that, it makes it more exciting that only 1 eyebrow gets raised. They slow their metabolism. They swim up to 3 times faster than they move.
Sorry, sloths?
Sloths.
Okay.
They swim up to 3 times faster than they run and are buoyant from the gas in their stomach from their diet of leaves.
Hmm.
Okay.
Same.
So from all the gas in their stomach, it's funny you say same, Haim, because next to my note, if you look up here, it says, Haim should be buoyant.
Not from leaves.
No, from all the gas.
I know what it's from.
I think we both know what it's from. It's from those vegetarian sausos and all the other crap that's somehow floating around in there. That's my fact. Can you believe sloths can hold their breath longer than dolphins?
Yeah, I can believe it. They are quite slow. So maybe they're just slow to take the second breath.
Well, that's the thing. That's right. They've already got a slow metabolism, and they suppress their already slow metabolism even further. And so their heart's beating slower. They don't need to get as much oxygen.
Is this while they're swimming?
What do you mean?
When they hold their breath? Or do they just do it?
Well, they probably they might hold their breath if they've got 6 out of 7 Powerball numbers and they're waiting on the 7th to drop. But I don't think they hold their breath for fun on like a Friday night up a tree. No, definitely when they're swimming.
I would like to see a sloth swim because I feel like you say, they're buoyant. I don't even think they need to hold their breath.
No. You get a sloth at a swimming pool. It's good. It's going to move.
Doing laps.
There's slow laps.
Yeah.
They'll be in the slow lane for sure.
But you say they swim 3 times faster than they
run.
Run.
Then they move. I don't think they run.
I don't think they run. Then they climb or like swing or whatever.
I wonder if they do run. I wonder if they're more. Is there like a run?
I think I've seen them crawl,
Mhm.
and their long fingernails. It looks like they're not built for putting their weight on. They just look like they shouldn't be walking. So, I guess they're perfectly evolved to just hang around in the tree.
They're like Turak women. They're not built for running. That's incredibly specific.
Yeah.
You really have to live around the area. Fun fact of the day. So I don't want you to incriminate yourself saying that my fun fact's better, but what are your initial thoughts?
No, I think I've got the edge on this one, to be honest.
This one we will definitely have to open up
to
the listeners.
All right, we'll see.
Ben and Am's soup. We'll find out. Hey, just one quick little addendum. A little, no, I'm not going to use that word. Hey, little segment that, no, I'm not going to use that either.
We should keep all this in.
Hey, I got a question for you. This might help the listeners, and it might help longtime friend of the show, Maddie. Maddie's sent a message to me while we've been recording.
Oh.
And he's asked a question that I think is perfect for you to help me answer.
Okay, cool. This is live problem solving.
It is. The reason why it's perfect for him to ask me and for me to ask you is that I think it'll be apparent none of us have any fucking idea what we're doing.
Cool.
Okay. He's asked me, hey, any recs for contents insurance? Now,
You're right. Definitely shouldn't be asking me.
meaning you.
Yeah, me.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Now, the reason I think this is perfect is because as I have been privy to over the many recent months and years, I'm aware that you're not a firm believer in insurance. Not necessarily not in insurance, but it's certainly, let me put it this way. I don't feel like it stops you from driving a car around, knowing whether you have insurance or not.
I would like it to be known that I have car insurance right now.
Okay. I would like it known that Hamish has been unaware of whether he has car insurance for like a year since
I was
he's been
pretty
driving.
sure that I had it.
You're going to be the only bloke in history that's got 3 car insurance policies on the same car at the same time. Have you
I signed
taken
up
it out
for it.
recently?
Yes, I did. Yes.
Okay. Out of interest,
Yep.
just to clarify for the soup,
Mhm.
did you have insurance up until the date in which you signed up, or was there a period where you only would have had like the insurance from having a registered license, a registered vehicle?
Sorry?
Did you have insurance
Prior to that.
prior to that?
I'm pretty sure that I did.
The insurance you have now, is it comprehensive or is it only third party?
Right now, it's comprehensive.
Comprehensive.
I went. Treated myself.
So contents insurance. Do you have house and contents insurance?
I've motioned the answer to Ben.
Hamish has motioned the answer to me. I will
Sorry,
motion the answer of whether I have it to Hamish.
Okay. We both have it.
Top of the line.
Should we get it?
I had it the first year I moved here
Mm.
because I figured I can't afford to refurnish the place.
Yeah.
And it's more than just furniture. It's like fixtures and fittings as well.
All right.
So like, your kitchen catches fire. These days probably cost you $50,000 to replace your kitchen.
Yeah.
At
With all
least.
your kitchen aids and stuff.
Yeah, okay. I do enjoy my
I
kitchen
remember when I
aids.
first was in London with my girlfriend at the time still. So that's like year 1 of 12.
Yeah.
I think we heard something that you should get it, right?
I thought you were going to say you were thinking of getting girlfriend insurance.
No, I don't know what that is.
She's
But-
left me. I need a payout.
Yeah, that would have been good. No, we heard that it was like, London's not very safe. You got to be careful. Better get insurance. So we got like a home and contents insurance. Didn't have anything like worth anything at the time. And after like 2 months, we're like, this is fucking expensive. So we stopped it. What a waste of money.
The Simpsons did it first, but insurance is a form of gambling.
True.
Just out of interest, who would you recommend, Haim, as a house and contents insurer?
Acme? Is that one?
Yeah, for those rocket fueled rollerblades
Yeah.
that are lying around the house. Eventually, you're going to
I
catch
think they
that
sell it.
darned Roadrunner. Amy, I think I used to have it with Amy, but it's so expensive. It's almost like
Not worth it.
how many years are you going to pay your insurance before you've paid for everything anyway?
True. That's like more stuff every month that you could buy.
Yeah. Which means you're more likely
to need it.
more likely to need that.
Well, yeah. it's
Maybe
good.
one of us gets the insurance. We go halves.
You get the insurance. I'll leave my expensive things here.
That's way better than the alternative. Okay. Yeah. You leave your computer.
I thought I was
your
really smart there because I was
PlayStation.
like, Ben will be paying. But he has my TV.
It's cheaper to pay for the insurance than it is to borrow the stuff. That's fantastic. The coffee machine.
Mm,
You've got a very expensive coffee
don't
machine.
touch my coffee machine.
Well, you better get insurance.
Easy, you take it. Call him up. Acme. Ben stolen my coffee machine.
I'll probably. It would literally be like Wile E. Coyote. I'd probably hurt myself using it because I don't know how to use a coffee machine.
It'll fall on you from above.
Froth myself.
Another one in the bag.
Another one in the bag.
We said that last time.
Do we?
How many bags do we need? One per episode, I suppose.
I'll tell you what. We're gonna have to get back in the gym to carry these bags.
All this damn gourmet soup.
When are we gonna go get fitted for suits? Well, we're gonna be getting a Grammy.
Mm.
The EGOT. We're going for the EGOT. We're gonna get a Grammy for the pod.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna get an Oscar for
A Star Wars movie.
Star Wars movie or just one of our regular films
Sure.
that we're about to record. Film, direct, probably act in, or the documentary of the making of the podcast that we got the Grammy for.
Okay, yeah.
The Tony is pretty straightforward. That's the stage production of
Live adaptation of season 2, episode 2.
or of the documentary.
Oh, okay.
We're going around in circles. And what else do you need? The E, the Emmy.
Very incestuous, like Cinematic universe. The Ben and Ham superverse.
The Superverse. The Superverse sounds very good. I think that's better than the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the MCU. We've got the Superverse. It's just one word. It's catchy. It's punchy.
It's fresh.
And are we spelling
Fresh
it
soup.
SOUP dash averse?
I think no dash. I like a clean single word.
But
unbroken.
But SOUP Superverse.
Yeah, correct.
I don't know how you get it right so often. And the Emmy? How are we getting an Emmy? What's the TV show for?
Probably the making of the movie.
It's 10 parts. Maybe we do something like The Trip with Coogan and Rob Brydon. We do the documentary movie about the pod.
I think I'm with you.
Break that into episodes. Release it as a TV show.
I don't think you can take this many shortcuts to get all these awards, so let's just stick with the pod for now.
Okay. All right. We'll go for the Grammy. I think it might be for this episode.
Yeah, it was a good one. It felt like a good one. Strong episode.
So I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as we did, which sounds a little self-aggrandizing. But yeah, if I can so self-describe it as such, what an episode.
That was a great line. That's a fan favorite from the first episode of season 2.
All right.
Looking forward to the next.
So am I. All right, guys. See you next week.
Yeah.
You've been listening to a Ben and Ham Soup production.